Okay, let me know when you get in here, baby. Okay. We're going to try this today, folks. We don't know that it's going to work. Don't have a clue. We're going to try it, though. Bobcat taught me all he knew, and then I didn't know, and then I didn't remember none of it. He told me the hardest part was boat control, and I believe that. Okay, let's see here. Hey, I think that's Grumpy Vet. Yeah, hey Grumpy. I'm waiting on Lisa to get in here where she can read chat and take care of that kind of stuff. Everybody's catching something other out here because they are. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boats out here right now, and the bank is lined. And I got that crap from StreamYard on here, so you can't read it, can't read the chat. Where you at, Lisa? Hey, Troy. I'm waiting on Lisa to get here where she can control this stuff. There comes 2 more boats in, so we're up to 11 now. Everybody's up here, I think, fishing for skipjack this afternoon. And I don't see nobody having much luck at it. tell you what, there's a couple of boats out here that are definitely overloaded. There's a burrito there. She can't do it, so hang on a minute. Let me get in here and give her a link. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Guest. Invite guest. Copy. Close that. Put a link there. Paste. There we go. Okay, Lisa, it is there in the chat. There we go. Now it's in there. Okay. You there, Lisa? There we go. Oh, hit the wrong button. Burrito. Add to stack. And there she is.
Well, see, from here I can do stuff, but for some reason beforehand I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got it again now, so.
I mean, I was on the phone with Stan trying to explain it to him.
Yeah.
And then he had to let the dog out because the dog was climbing all over everything.
Yeah, everybody got them damn dogs that are the world to them now.
Oh, his dog is like the Taco Bell dog, the little Chihuahua.
Oh, yeah.
He says it's about as big as a Chihuahua.
He's like everybody else. He got them damn little couch lap dogs that ain't worth a dime nothing.
Cat.
You know how it is. Okay.
Here we go.
Fella fell in the water over here this afternoon. He wouldn't have to worry about drowning. He had to worry about getting run over by all these other boats.
Please don't get run over.
I'm trying to.
Michael says I went out in the back complained the entire time, even with my back brace. There's Bob Kitty.
What's up, Bobcat?
I sent him the link. And there's that guy that I used to like.
Yeah, which one would that be?
The most recent one.
Oh, okay.
That one that kind of put himself in the 922 category.
Yeah. Well, that was this morning. I don't remember.
That'd be Lance Macuga.
Oh, okay. Hey, Lance.
Yeah, that'd be that Lance guy.
Let's see if we can float on down through here just a little bit.
Bobcat says you got flow.
I got flow. Just depends on where I'm sitting in the current as to how much flow I got. 3 ounces because I couldn't get two to ever hit the bottom.
Lance says, "Oh no, I'm not blue. I'll keep quiet."
Lance, it don't matter whether you're blue or not. She's got control of everything.
Hey, Bill Reddick. Bobcat, listen here, buddy. He said, "Man, I see you figured out how to get a break from Lisa. Just go to the dam."
Just go bumping, Bobcat. She won't go with me.
Lance says no one is safe. John is safe.
Good evening, John.
Michael is safe.
Hello, Grumpy.
Yeah.
I got over out of my flow a little bit. Got to move back over. Everybody and their brothers down here fishing for skipjack because they heard that they were down here, and there were 50 or 75 of them coming through, and everybody and their brothers down here trying to catch them.
Hello, Bob and Doreen.
Hello, Bob, Doreen.
Troy says, "Glad y'all came on. I was about to fall asleep."
Troy, that's the reason I came out here, because I was about to fall asleep.
Michael said, "I'm not safe from myself." Bob just took his nap. Bob and Doreen.
Yeah. Did Bobcat end up winning today?
Pretty sure he was. Well, last I looked, Bobcat won today. Hey, there's Jerry Hager.
Did he win by bumping, or did he have to go up on the lake and do some anchoring?
Bobcat says, "Of course."
That old boy just caught a strike.
I didn't see who got second or third, but pretty sure Woody got seventh.
That old boy just got a white bass.
Oh gosh, Michael, there was a bunch of people fishing.
Well, congratulations, Bobcat.
There's Catfish Regulator.
Good evening, Aaron.
Jerry says we finally got out today and caught a mess of fish.
I seen it. I seen him showing the scales. I didn't know whether he caught anything or whether he was just weighing something. How's it going, Jerry?
Daryl's listening. He's not in here, but he just sent me a message that said Woody got 7th. What the heck? Woody got 7th because Woody was catching the fish, Daryl.
Well, I
That's
don't know
funny.
where the white bass went to. They were sure up here the other day, and they ain't here today. These people on the bank the other day, everybody had a stringer full of piles of them. And today, ain't nobody got nothing.
Daryl says I hate everyone. He's messaging me because
Daryl, I didn't say nothing to you, man.
I sent him the link. Well, not the link to Compound, but the link for the live. Then he says I hate everyone. Jerry says I was honing my net skills.
Yeah. This boy
Good
over
job,
here in the
Jerry.
sky, he's got another. Oh, he got him a nice, looks like a nice skipjack.
They said we love you, Daryl.
We do, Daryl. Daryl asked me to go fishing with him today. I like him. I think a lot of any man that asked me to go fishing with him.
Hey, I got him in here. There's Hunting and Stuff with J&J.
Good evening, Hunting and Stuff. Thank y'all all for coming in. I was sitting at the house about to go to sleep again, and so I figured I'd get up and come fishing. Lisa didn't want to go with me, so I figured I'd come bumping. I needed somebody to have the control. Everybody's gone to A-rigs down here fishing for white bass and skipjack.
Daryl sent me the mad face.
Yeah. Well, I tried to work a little bit today. Tried to sleep a little bit. I wasn't real successful at any of it.
Yeah. J&J just subbed to you.
Yeah, appreciate that. Oh,
Hunting and Stuff, that is my better half.
Pay attention, Randy. You can't pay attention to everything whenever you're doing this. I just got a bump, though.
Warren Farley just messaged me and said he survived.
Yeah.
Said now if I can get the truck unloaded before the rain gets here.
We ain't got a cloud in the sky here.
Glad you survived there, Mr. Farley.
Whenever I first got here, I had enough wind blowing upstream that I didn't know whether I was going to be able to bump or not.
Uh-oh.
I got two generators going. Good current, but the wind is howling up through here.
I bet it is.
Or it was. It ain't bad up here now. I've been got up here far enough and getting out of it. There was
14 people watching.
How many?
14.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for stopping by this afternoon. This is the Bobcat training session, extended version. He showed me how to do this, and now he wanted me to come out here and put it to the test and see if I could do it. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. We're putting it to the test and seeing how it's going to work. He showed me this morning again that it works real good. You know, he fished that tournament today and won it. So it's 10 boats out here in front of this dam this afternoon, and probably 50 people down the bank. Here we go.
You miss him?
Oh yeah, I missed it. Like
Oh, Bobby. He said, seeing how this is Randy's channel, I hit the thumbs up.
Well, thank you, Bobby. He buried the bait back in the. He buried the hook back into the bait. There we go. Fish on. A little one, but oh, come on. What am I doing wrong, Bobcat? You got my bait.
Michael says, Bobby, why do you punish yourself? Well, Michael, there's actually someone lower on the scale right now than Bobby is. Bobby has moved up because of this other person. Troy says you might need to crank down more than set.
Do what?
Troy says you might need to crank down more than set. No, Michael, you didn't do it. It's that one above you called Lance McCougar. Lance has put himself lower on the scale than Bobby, so. Welcome in, Cody. Vince says, "Yee, good luck, y'all."
Thank you.
I'm telling you, Bobby, he done it. Bobby, you are officially not on the bottom of the list anymore.
Wow. That's bad whenever, he not only did he take a Bobby position, but he jumped to the bottom of the list. Man, watching these osprey come down and pick up these fish is awesome.
I bet. Michael says, Bobby says, damn, Lance. Michael says, dang, Lance, to be lower than Bobby? Man, I don't even want to know what he did. Jerry Hager says he could land a fish if he was using night crawlers.
Jerry. Night crawlers won't stay out on my line, my hook out here in this much current.
Bobby says, Lance, did you steal her lipstick again? And Lance says, oh, don't give him that much credit. He'll be there again soon. Okay, I'll tell y'all what Lance did, because Bobby and Michael are banned from Facebook. So me and Randy went out to eat the other day. And after we got done eating, we went out to the parking lot. And there was this car that was parked diagonally in the parking lot. Well, that's not how the lines in the parking lot go. So I took a picture and said, why? There was no need for this. They must have thought the road was diagonal, even though every single car wasn't. So, dear old Lance, first off, said Lisa, was that your parking job? And I said, I used to like you. He sent a shocked emoji, and I said, you'll live. Then he said, I must be on the same list as Bobby now. And I said, you never know. And then he said, Lord help us. So, I mean, he kind of put himself on there. Lance says, Lisa, I thought he was in my neck of the woods. Corvette was parked crooked. Mean girl. It's Lila, my love. How are you? He says, Randy, you're great.
Okay, do y'all like being here close to me, or you want me to move you back away from you a little bit where you can see the fish whenever the rod bends crushes down? Because I moved it a little bit closer today.
Lila says, keep us close. It's a scary world out there.
Yeah.
Bobby, I just sent you the picture. Michael, it's on YouTube. Troy, see, Bobcat says, Randy, when are you going to catch a fish?
I don't know, Bob. I've had 3 or 4 that I should have. I don't know. I've hooked one of them, hooked the bait back in it, put the hook back into the bait. One of them took the bait, and then I got 2 or 3 other decent bumps, but ain't nothing wanted it yet.
Troy says we can see and hear you good. Outdoors
Okay.
and fishing with Liam says, sup. Welcome in.
Hey, you could send Daddy a link.
Okay. Bobby
Watched
says
it live
Bailey's
the
just
other day.
parking where the old lines were. Yeah, Bobby, they were parking where the old lines were, but no other car was like that. So, I don't know why, Troy. I don't know how to fix that.
Just about far enough down that I'm running out of current. There he is. There he is. Fish on. He ain't no monster, but he's a fish.
Lance, hush.
What it did was it lifted up front. In there. I don't catch now, y'all. My area doesn't have fish the size of Poppy. But my fish is still bigger than Bobby's.
Okay, I sent it to your dad.
Okay. There you go. Oh, settle down.
Hang on to it, baby.
Little dink, but hey, it's fish.
Michael said, someone take the shovel away from Lance. I think his hole is deep enough. I don't know how to fix the sound. If I knew how to fix the sound on my end, I would.
I'll have to move down to the next dam the next time I do this.
Oh my gosh, Lance. That back went down.
Do what?
I said that back went down.
Yeah. Daddy, if you come in here, make a comment so we know you're here.
He's not read the text yet, but I sent it to him.
Okay. Hey, maybe you have an Easter egg hunt there at the house. Lisa, we can't fish your dock demon.
Why is that?
Because if we do, we'll use night crawlers and Jerry will give us so much crap.
Jerry and his night crawlers.
Him and Janice won't do nothing but give us a bunch of stuff.
Michael says, well, fellas, I don't dig holes. You all got to face one, Lisa. I would face two. Jerry's laughing at you.
Yeah. He knows I'm right, though.
Bobby says the new rods are rigged for tomorrow. Pop's rod
The
will
new
be
rods.
taken a vacation.
Hang on a minute. I got somebody drag racing up here. Okay, now what?
Bobby said the new rods are rigged. And Pops' rod will be taken to vacation.
Ah. I think my problem is there's a whole bunch of them about the size of that last one I caught in here.
Michael says, Bobby, you could have a brand new rod and reel and be in a lake full of starving fish and still walk away skunked.
Bobby can't even catch a fish in Bass Pro Aquarium. If that camera's on, Bobby cannot catch a fish.
Bobby says, you're lucky you're blue, you old goat. True, but hush.
This would be a good place to bring people that don't know what they're doing, because they can catch a dink down here, or at least get a bunch of bumps, a bunch of pull downs. They'd have a ball. And I'm fishing down here at the bridge, Lisa. So, I mean, you know, even might be able to even talk you into coming with me sometime. I'm not froze. You still there? Hello? Well, let's see here. Burrito Catfishing Lady says something. I was trying to fix it. She needs a link again. Okay. Let's see if I can get the link. Invite guest. Copy. Clear out. It's hard to do this.
Bobby got it for you, baby.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Okay.
I was seeing if I could fix the sound.
What was the sound doing?
On my end, there's some massive feedback.
Okay. I don't have nothing open on my end, I don't think.
It's not yours, it's mine.
I think it's 11 boats up in here now. Up here above me. Ain't nobody down here where I'm. There's one little boat over here. It's where I'm down here where I'm at. But y'all, I'm fishing below Fort Loudon Dam in the upper end of Watts Bar. Trying to do a little bit of bumping. Bob showed me how to do this the other day, and we're just seeing what I can do up here this afternoon. Right here where I'm at, I'm just about out of bumping room because wind's blowing so hard coming upstream that I'm losing all my speed and everything.
Hey, we got somebody in the on panel now. Called Troy.
Oh, okay.
No, I've already got him on.
Got him muted.
No, I'm not muted. I just wasn't saying that.
Oh. You can drop me down solo if you want to. Go.
No, you're the one fishing. What the heck, Randy?
Good Lord. He disappeared on us.
Yeah.
Bobcat says, "Oh Lord, Troy scared the crap out of me."
Think about what he does to his wife every morning when she wakes up and sees him.
Man, that woman wakes up, rolls over, and looks at me in the morning time and realizes that she's made it to the big time.
Say she rolls over and thanks the good Lord that she got somebody as good looking as you.
That's right.
Well, see, I can speak from that standpoint, Troy. I look over at Lisa and say that every morning.
Yeah, we definitely married up, Randy. We definitely married up.
He tells people he married out of his
much
milk
further down, Troy. I couldn't marry much further down.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I was just sitting there. I was about to go to sleep, and I heard Randy go on, and I'm like, "Thank God somebody made a move." I was getting bored with the TV.
Well, I started to go live. I told Lisa I was going to be live by 3:30.
Well, I wish you had.
I decided I wasn't going live because she wouldn't go with me.
I'd rather watch y'all than I would this idiot box. Unless the ball game's on, I'll watch it. But
Bobby, you have just put yourself so far that Lance is not even close to you anymore.
That fish that you caught a while ago, you did a better job on cranking down on him before you set the hook.
That what?
That fish you caught a while ago, you did a better job on cranking down on him a little bit before you set the hook. And first two kind of
that fish was already on there and hooked before I ever done anything with him.
And first two kind of got you while you had your rod up in there. You didn't have much dirt room.
Michael says he married out of his species. And Bobby says, "Wow, Randy,
oh Lord,
going for lower than Lance."
I wonder how old Daryl's feeling today.
I don't know. I was wondering how he's going to do this evening. Well, now I'm going to tell you, I'm doing a lot better. When I was sitting there at the house and just sitting around, I got to stiffening up and got to hurting. But I'm doing better now that I've got out here and got to move a little bit.
I've been trying to get rid of a nagging cough I've had for about 5 days.
Hey, Nate. Daryl
Well,
says
yesterday
he's
I
doing
tried to
great.
play.
Daryl said what?
Well, I tried to play.
He said he's great. He's having Easter with his family.
Well, I give him a hard time, but I love him and hope it works out.
Yeah.
How come you ain't out there fishing, Lisa?
I wore myself out.
You what?
I wore myself out cleaning my car today.
She don't
Well,
fish below the dam.
Yeah.
You don't like it up there by the dam?
No.
Why? Water?
I've just known too many people that have become unalive, and I just won't go near it.
Yeah, well.
And Troy, she won't wear no life jacket down here either.
Well, then you don't need to go up there. It's probably for the man. Yeah, well. I'll be right back.
Okay. Now I wish this neighbor would decide if he's going to get on that motorcycle and drive off or just sit there and run the gas out on it. He keeps revving it up and then it'll stop and then he ain't doing nothing. He's just okay, Bobby. Michael says, in all honesty, I might be looking at a third back surgery from Thursday's dumb move.
Who said that?
Michael.
Dang.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, Michael. Lance says, okay, be listening. Gotta cook dinner, and no, Bobby, it's not microwave.
Okay, I'm gonna roll up, go back up, about halfway back to the dam.
Alrighty. How's your head?
Huh?
Randy, how's your head?
Oh.
Okay. Hey, Pop. Welcome in. I'm gonna run up here real quick, and I'll start fishing.
Pops, I don't see your daddy in here.
Yeah.
What's on the gaming list for Tuesday?
Probably wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah, we got some of the characters ready to go. Kelly's been helping make characters, so we had to redo them all because of the new game.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a Lisa wrestler one of these days, and she's gonna be mean as hell.
That just seems so fitting.
Oh my god.
So fitting.
Yeah, I got up this morning and watched the tournament over on Brian B's. And then we had a competition going for the hunting game this morning. I hunted 45 minutes. That's all I had to hunt. And I got a good one. So I'm probably gonna be in the big running.
This is Gregory and it's raining right now. We got sunshine, Gregory. I didn't go into anybody else's live. I stayed in Brian's.
Yeah, I usually watch Brian B when they're doing the tournament thing.
I went over to Chad's long enough to say, just stopped in to say hi. Now I'm going back to Brian's channel.
I go in there and say hi, and give them a thumbs up a lot of time, but I try to spread the wealth around a little bit. I'm a big fan of the bait shop. Most people know that. Brian hosting a tournament I usually watch on his.
Yep. Hey, Randy, Bobcat says catch a fitty.
Say what?
Bobcat says catch a fitty.
I wish.
And
We ain't
Gregory's
got
in here.
we ain't got fitties up here.
Gregory, I think he is. He may be live till dark, like he usually is. But I'm sure he is live. Man, could you imagine, Randy, a wrestling character called Lisa that's just as mean as I am?
Well, one of the good things about the new game this year, the women can wrestle the men. So I'm sure Lisa's gonna have to whoop a dude before it's over with. We got to get that character made. I got so many people that want me to make characters of them. It's unreal.
That's just funny.
Did you say Daddy came in a minute ago?
No, I thought you said, hey, Pop, and I was like, I don't see your dad in here.
Okay, well I thought you said he was in there. Hey, Pop.
He's not even seen the message, or it shows that he's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not been read.
Said Bobby's getting beat down.
Yes. Yes.
Oh Lord. Y'all shouldn't give me ideas like that.
That goes that brother-sister rivalry. So yeah. I used to watch wrestling. Like 25 years ago, I did.
You know, every once in a while, I come up with a really good idea, and it sort of bites me in the tailbone because when I decided I was going to make my first character of somebody in the community, it was so popular that they would rather probably see me play wrestling than anything else, and then everybody wants one. And what they don't understand, it takes about an hour to build one of those characters.
Yeah.
From start to finish. Well, I'm up to 20 characters already that I've done over the last couple of years. So when they come out with a new game, I have to rebuild all those characters. So I had to enlist Kelly to help me rebuild them.
Right.
This is a lot of work.
I watched wrestling when just to see what Disco Inferno was going to come out with.
Bobcat, you should go for 50. I'd be happy with the 20 right
Good grief.
Dang, Troy, you all right?
Oh my God. Excuse me, good grief.
You all right there?
Oh yeah, doggone Sud had a bone in it.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a bad cough, and I go to coughing. Oh man, I went to take a drink. By the time I took a drink, I got coughed, and that was not working.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to watch Disco Inferno just to see what he was gonna wear. And we would watch it until the cage match, and we thought the cage match was stupid, so we turned it off. And went and wrestled on the trampoline. So that was my wrestling experience. We've jumped down to 7 people.
now. When you ain't catching no fish and you look like I do, you know, say Lacey could be in here and it'd be 50 people in here. Ain't nobody said nothing about it, and I ain't said nothing about it all weekend. But has anybody noticed Lisa's long hair, long flowing hair?
I know it's getting longer. I have noticed.
Yeah,
How long are you gonna keep that long hair this summer before you cut it off?
She won't never cut it off.
Yeah.
Her
This
long hair.
is my actual hair. And I got extensions put in because I've really missed my long hair.
Well, I noticed I think your hair was longer in y'all's wedding pictures.
That was extensions. I was a
Yeah.
different kind of extension, but those I'd never do again. But these are put in with a a little clamp, like a little bead, and they clamp it together. And then I go back June 2nd, I believe. Yep, June 2nd, to see how far it's grown out. And that'll determine how often I go back. But I'm going to keep them until my actual hair grows back out. But I didn't have a choice. I had to cut my hair. It got fried.
You got fried.
I had what had happened was I used to color my own hair. I colored my own hair just because it was cheaper than going and getting it done. And my roots are dark brown anyways. And I was a blonde for a long time, and it just got so expensive trying to keep it blonde that I was just like, I'm just gonna go dark so my roots just blend in and I'm done. Well, I went to get the stuff to do it, mixed it up, it went black. Somebody had switched the bottles out and I didn't know it.
Oh.
So I was like, I don't want black hair. So I went to a friend to try to lighten it up a little. And she left me under the dryer too long. And it fried my hair and my scalp so bad that when I would have to go outside to brush my hair because I would have chunks come out. And all I could do was cry. It made me so mad. And I went to the girl that cuts his hair, and she lost it. She was so mad she lost it. And I said, just cut the bad part off. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. And she cut it. And then I went to a different salon it's like a school. But, they still do hair, nails, and all that. But they did a deep conditioning to try to help it out, and she done it to the point she could run a comb through it, so that was a big improvement. But I mean, I still had to cut a lot of my hair off, and I'm just kind of waiting on it to grow back, and it just wasn't growing back fast enough to satisfy me, because that was 2 years ago that I had to cut it. So we talked, and I went to different places to see who could actually do extensions so I could have my hair back. I went up the road, which I have to go back because this side has come loose, and I've already messaged the guy that done it. So I just gotta wait to get back in for him to get that redone. But I can wash it, brush it, put it in a ponytail, whatever I want to do. But I'm just happy that I have my long hair back. And it blends in so well. So yeah, I was kind of waiting for somebody to see it too, but it's kind of hard to tell. So we'll see what happens.
I'm getting here to where the bikes were getting, Joe. Are y'all getting the echo that I'm getting?
I don't hear an echo.
Okay, because I hear every time I talk, I got a bad echo.
Well, I don't sound like a robot anymore, so.
No, you went out. A lot of times, if you'll just go out and come back in, it'll help it.
I went out and came back.
Yeah.
But I still had it. So I messed with the audio over here.
Well, that's what I come up here for, too. You may have to restart your phone.
Well, that's my laptop. John says he hears it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, John. Michael hears it.
I hear it, too. Just a little bit, but it's not quite as bad as it was. You hear that little delay? Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I do hear it.
Somebody's got a bad feedback.
It's just gonna have to be there.
Kid over here just caught a double.
Why don't you catch a double?
Yeah, he caught two white bass.
Yeah.
I don't need a double on this rod.
Yeah. Reverberations. That's what I hear.
Did you miss it, dear? Well, that Lonnie guy caught some today, and Mark.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I hope my fellow members are hunting right now for this competition we got running till Monday morning. Because if you boys are listening, Moo Moo has set the pace, baby, and you better be hunting. Because I done laid a big one down this morning.
Did you?
You know, sometimes the sun just shines on the dog behind. Did you know that?
There he is. It's Sean.
She got a fish. Put him on full screen.
Get it, baby. Get it.
Finally.
Yay, dear. Yay. Michael, Lisa, turn your phone up, microphone up. And does Troy have talk back on his microphone?
I just turned it on. Let's see if that works.
Nice, baby.
It does a little one, but it's a fish.
It's a start. It's a start is what it is.
I can't turn my microphone up. It's on the laptop.
Look under settings on StreamYard, and then click on audio, and see if you got echo cancellation check and reduce microphone background noise.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. It's got to be something on their end then. Anyway, I went up there last night, sit down in the first spot.
Yeah.
Waited there about an hour while I talked to Jose on the Discord, and seen that big apple. And I went back this morning and shot it. First spot I went to.
Nice.
I just pure need being in the right spot at the right time. That's all it is.
That's funny. My favorite times of the week is Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I cannot wait to see what game is going to be played. So I can just sit and laugh.
That's what it's all about. Making folks laugh.
Yeah.
Well, you caught two fish. You ought to be smiling more than you smiling.
Shoot, man, I won't catch one that weighs 20 pounds.
Well, don't be so
I'm
doggone
tickled to death
greedy.
that I've got I'm tickled to death I've got anything in the boat though.
Is that the first time
But I'm
you
just
bumped?
now getting down here to the good spot. So, it's the second time I ever bumped for trophy fish.
Well, I think you're doing pretty good, Sam.
We used to bump on the lower end of the Tennessee River for eating fish all the time.
Well, I think you're doing pretty good. You boated too, and you've had a couple of strikes.
Oh yeah, it could be a whole lot worse. Trust me.
It sure could. It sure could.
But I'm fixing to go to a couple of big pieces to see if I can turn these little ones loose. But the thing about it is, I get just about out of current whenever I get down here to where the good fish ought to be.
So when you bump that, does the current carry it back down the river when you pick it up off the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I need. I need enough current to keep it pulling on down away from me. And as soon as it touches the bottom, I pick it up to keep the weight, and I just barely pick it up. I pick it up just enough to keep the weight off the bottom. But you can tell whenever you go over and drop into a deep hole or whatever, whenever it hits a rock, you can feel it just scoot over the top of it.
So basically,
These
what
are all
y'all are
little
doing.
tidbits that I picked up.
Basically, what y'all are doing is what we call jigging, except we do it vertically and y'all doing it horizontally. and the current carries to keep you downriver.
Yep.
That's why I said earlier, when you miss them 2 fish, reel down on them a little bit before you set, because, you know.
Well, I'm using a circle hook, so I ought not to be setting no way.
Well, that's right. You ought to just be reeling down on them then, sure enough.
Literally. That last fish was just barely hooked, but he ate a big old chunk.
Well, you know, talking about fishing that way, when I come up here to fish, when I married my wife and come up here to fish, I started fishing in the summertime up here with jigging spoons. And some of these old jig fishermen for crappies, and these jig fishermen looked at me like I had 2 heads. Well, you can't catch no crappies on that. Well,
Welcome in, Oscar.
yeah, I can.
Yeah, I've been
Because
told that several times. You can't catch fish on that.
Well, I've been catching them for 20 years on it. But when I started catching fish on jigging spoons in the summer, guess what? Everybody went out and bought them some spoons.
Yeah.
Oscar's watching from Malaysia.
Hello, Oscar.
It is April 25th and 26th. Kid Rock is going to be right up the road.
Yep.
Oh boy.
They bringing in all the porta potties and getting everything set up for that right now.
12 o'clock on Saturday and 1 o'clock. 12 o'clock on Friday and 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Yep. He's bringing some big guys in with him too. It'll be a nightmare getting in and out of the house for a couple of days, but that's okay. We'll probably have to go out the back way.
So we'll have to leave the other direction.
Go up the one right over there beside us.
Nickelback.
We'll be able to sit out on the porch and listen to the music.
Well, here's the thing. Let's see. On the road, home, on the road. Yeah, we'll be home Friday. Doing paperwork. Because we're home Monday to do paperwork. On the road Tuesday. Home Wednesday. On the road Thursday. Home Friday. 26th will be on the water. Hey, Warren Farley.
Yep.
Warren Farley, I am so glad that you survived. John Parker. John says I'll be up in a few. Okay. Hey, Warren Farley, did you see his post on his final look of the board that I did? I will say I'm very proud of myself. very proud of how that board turned out.
So are you going to be on Daryl's show every Wednesday?
Randy will be.
Well, Daryl's getting smarter all the time. He had a little bit of brains for that show, didn't he?
Danny Smith says, "Get him, Randy." What happened to you today, Danny?
I told Daryl he ought to name that show the Daryl Springer Show. Like the old Jerry Springer show.
Right.
We're gonna have we're gonna have the new sponsors from the gathering on there for the next couple of weeks.
Y'all gonna have a sponsor on there?
Yeah.
Four different people that are sponsoring the gathering are going to be on the show up until before the gathering. He's going to have different people up talking about.
Well, I'm glad you told me that. I'll try not to heckle Daryl too bad.
Danny says, "Wind was rough on the water. I gave up."
That's
good.
good.
Danny, you left and I didn't have nobody to pick on because I was giving you all kinds of crap.
I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see everybody doing good and sort of succeeding.
Yeah. I know he's going to have Steve.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Well, I thought we lost everybody.
No.
Gonna have Montserrat holders and 3 more Wednesday, but he didn't say who the others were. And then
I think we're gonna have the Tokyo Stringer and Clothing Company.
then he's gonna have the following week.
And maybe
John. Okay, y'all, I have to read this post on Facebook. It's one of those just random things. And I have to agree with this. It says, "Gender reveals are so pointless. OMG, it's a boy." Then 12 years later, Luis is Leslie. That's funny, but absolutely true. Oscar says, "Okay, gotta go now. If I ever said something wrong or incorrect or something unnecessary, I sincerely apologize. Everything that bad came from me and anything good came from God. Bless y'all." Oscar, you're good. You didn't say nothing. Danny said he couldn't stay anchored and couldn't drag baits. I mean, I was giving you crap, Danny. Bobby wasn't fishing, and I couldn't give Bobby crap. So I mean, it had to fall to somebody. And then you left, and Catfish Cowboy kept losing service. So Freddie got it. Hey, Randy, that guy that calls you a name is in here.
Yeah, what you doing, Lonnie?
I mean, that's all I gotta say. He knows exactly who it is. That guy that calls you a name. Three-letter name. Shame on you, Lonnie. Shame on you. John
Lonnie and his brother Mark caught a bunch of good skipjacks.
They caught some catfish today too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get set up. I'm trying to get set up to do a little bit of fishing myself.
Said put 300 pounds of fish on the bank in 4 hours today. I'm tired.
I hadn't caught a fish in so long I probably wouldn't know what to do. I went from fishing about 5 days a week down to 0.
There it is. Our referee sitting on a dock in a fishing hole.
I'll let y'all in on a little secret if you want to know.
A little secret.
I have plans later on this summer to call out John Parker. That ought to be a show.
That would be.
Yep.
I hadn't been able to fish much. I lost my place to fish. I think my brother and I is going to start trying to bank fish a little bit. So that ought to be fun.
I asked him if he was fishing the Dock Demon, and he said, yes, I am. I'm going to whoop y'all.
I think me and my brother's going to try to call out him and Warren Farley. Now, me and John on the same stream, we'll have to shut YouTube down. That's ought to be the end of that.
You know, that's a good possibility. That's a very good possibility.
I don't know if these people could take me fish, you know. They might think I escaped from the nursing home. I hadn't seen it before.
Warren says John didn't pick up any pointers from me. He's too stubborn to admit I outfished him every day last week.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Warren, how many times did you walk up and down that hill? Michael said we put 6 ounces on the bank this morning. Lonnie says PBs were broken today.
Wow. Who's PBs?
Yours or Mark's or Shannon's? Warren says I lost count probably 25 to 30 times. I know you were so wore out from walking that hill. I'm sorry, Warren. He said John made him walk up and down this hill fishing. He said he had to stop a few times to catch his breath, and John just took off down the hill. Like, poor Warren. I'm so sorry, Warren. Mark and a 36-pound striper.
He said he can't unload his truck. He's ready for bed now.
Well, he told me earlier he was going to try to unload it before it started raining. So, I mean, Warren, I don't know. I don't know. Get another fish.
I'm trying.
That's all you can do. You can't make them back.
I know you're trying. I got fish in the freezer and a few things out. More concerned about the U-joints that's vibrating. Huh. U-joints.
What if I'll tell them boys what I shot today? Hey, they just quit.
You know, I don't know.
They'll be on there in a little while. They all get up about this time of evening. I run it with some vampires. They stay up about half the night. I can't do that. I turn into a pumpkin at midnight.
26-year-old truck ain't got no business on an 800-mile trip.
Yeah.
Exactly, Warren. Now, seeing how Hogleg just shoots at random stuff.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't know if he's shooting something in the air.
Hogleg has come a long way from when he first started. I can't remember now. It's been over a year. But the first night we took him out hunting. He's shooting and shooting at this animal, and he's shooting all around him. And I'm standing back there with Stan, and we're behind the hill over our glass standing. I looked over at Stan, and I said, "Hey, did you take this clown to the gun range?" He's like, "No." I said, "He couldn't hit a barn out there." I know he shot at one deer 10 times before he hit him.
How you doing, John?
I'm doing, Randy. Y'all fine or what?
Well, Randy's pumping that rod, but he's got two.
He's better than I am. I'd be done park that boat and throw the big piece of bacon on him.
That looks like a lot of work, don't it?
Too much.
Sorry, Bobby. I'm not sorry.
Oh, Randy's starting to look red in the face. Hey, Randy, is that arm wearing out?
No. Left arm's good.
You wouldn't admit it if it was.
Bobby, if I wasn't on Lisa's channel, I'd say something to you.
Well, you're on my channel, John. Go ahead.
No, I ain't going there.
Bobby said, "Jesus, what the hell?" Warning guy, damn near dropped my phone.
Smoky Mountain.
Warning before John comes on panel.
There's no telling what's going to happen when I come on panel.
Exactly.
Yep. You see, hey, I come on panel. Where's Bobby?
Bobby's hiding from Lisa. I can tell you that. He's hiding from Lisa. He done been on panel with her last night. That's enough for Bobby once a week, and Lisa's enough.
Yeah, but see, on Sunday, Bobby gets me twice in one day.
Oh, Lord.
Because I mess with him on Stan's channel, and then I come in Lance's and I mess with him. So, I mean, he gets it twice on Sundays.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the look on Daryl's face when I cut him off last night and left.
Oh, you just dropped him.
I mean, now, when you drop the mic on Daryl and you leave, it just sets him off.
It's just like,
Troy dropped him like a bad habit last night. Just
I couldn't help but mute him when he'd get to talking and I'd hit that mute button. I couldn't help it. I have the power. I can mute Daryl.
What was funny is I got on there last night and I got to looking for the thumbnail for Stan's show, and I'm like, ain't no thumbnail. So I sent him a message. I said, "Hey, are you doing live tonight?" And he's like, "Well, yeah." I said, "Well, you know you ain't got no thumbnail up there, right?" He's like, "I forgot." He said, "I wish I could get 5 minutes to do something around here."
I talked to him earlier and
Yeah.
I said, by the way, I said, just so you know, I said, we were still on, backstage panel for like an hour after you left.
it tends to happen.
He said, what? I said, yeah. I said, me and Randy and John stayed on there for a while after. But I've been giving him a hard time about sending me his stickers so I can send them out to people because he just forgets to do it. So his wife's in the background listening, and she goes, "Lisa, what's your address?" I said, "I'll send it." She goes, "I'll get it taken care of."
Well, the one thing about Stan is since I've been watching Stan, he's consistently late.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back goes the chair.
Damn, Randy, he almost pulled your ass out.
Say, Randy,
He's look, Dean.
you're supposed to set the hook, not break the chair.
Well, I didn't realize the chair wasn't all the way down. I have hit a
Now you
spot
know
right
if you
here,
break
and I've walked this base 100 yards behind the base.
now you know if you fall out of that chair, that's going to be on my channel in the morning, right?
I understand that.
I just thought I'd tell you.
He's giving you fair
Just send me a
warning.
copy of it where I can put it on mine.
Put on yours, on Facebook. Then I gotta call CJ and be like, "Hey, guess what your dad just did? It's gonna be on Facebook."
Hey, Troy.
Yes, sir.
We know not to screw up on live, huh?
Yes, sir.
Because it'll go everywhere.
Yes, sir. It sure will. And I'm the first one to put it up.
Oh, Lord. Troy's as bad as the rest of us, huh?
Yes, sir. I sure am.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got too much time on my hands.
John, let me tell you, if I find it a good funny on Troy. Actually, there's two. You know, he plays these video games on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Consistently. He plays different games. Well, the first time I had come in, you know, to one of his trucking videos, he's going down this little road, and all of a sudden his trailer ain't behind him no more.
Did you steal it?
Oh, he lost the trailer. And then he got the truck stuck.
And then he didn't know that he'd lost the trailer for 20 miles.
Yeah, he was way down the road before he realized that the trailer was gone. So, like, hey, Troy, your
I
trailer's
changed the
missing.
buttons on that thing, and I accidentally unhooked the trailer and didn't even know it. 20 miles down the road, I had to go back and get it.
But I mean, he had to get the truck unstuck, then go get the trailer. It was funny, because we're all in the chat going, hey, Troy, where's your trailer?
Well,
Troy, your
you know, I
trailer's
thought
gone.
that truck was going off the fast for having a trailer on the back of it, but I didn't look back.
Good night.
And then he plays Grand Theft Auto.
Ooh,
Oh,
I beat that game a few times.
Two funnies. My bad. There's two funnies on this one. So first off, he's chasing somebody, and he takes his patrol car swimming. So he's in the river. The patrol car's in the river. And I said he's either taking the patrol car swimming, or he's going to teach it to fish. Because he's in the river. Gets another car. He's going down the road. Later on in the game, he gets a tow truck to come and pick up this car. Well, the tow truck picks up his patrol car instead. He steals a patrol car to go after the tow truck driver. He knocks the tow truck driver out. Comes back, says, I'm going to see what happens when I do this. He shoots the gas tank, blows up the truck, blows up his patrol car, and he's in the car.
Y'all should be flying an airplane on that time.
I mean,
That is a disaster.
it is funny. He plays it again, and there's some he goes to, pull these, check on these people that are parked in this lot, and they were doing some hanky-panky business. We're like, dang, Troy.
Troy's wilding out, huh?
That's the first time I've ever seen that. You know that? I didn't know that would do that.
There's some hanky-panky. And then his partner, actually, I think this was either after the hanky-panky or before it, but his partner
I'm gonna pull back up.
shot somebody that he was trying to arrest, and then this other car comes up, runs over the guy. So, I mean, 2 people died, and he was trying to arrest one of them.
Well, he figured.
It's very comical to watch Troy play these video games.
Troy's like this. I'm gonna just take him out.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was-
that's right.
Yeah. It's funny. That's my entertainment on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Is watching Troy. Hey, Kedra. How you doing?
He must not have no river. Got to unmute if you're going to talk.
That dude right there just lost a big pig.
You must not have no river flow when you get past that spot.
Do what?
You must run out of flow when you get past that spot.
I do.
Yeah.
He just lost a big pig.
They got 2 generators going, don't they?
Yep. But I figured out something other on that pass too. I've got a lot more current over there on that, over right against that pillar. I'm gonna run down that pillar this time.
On the left side, the left of that pillar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how pretty. Ain't that so pretty?
What?
What are you talking about, Purdy?
My blue Challenger. So pretty.
I ain't got the challenge.
Who let the bearded pirate up there? Lance, you're already in a hole. You want to keep
Hey, Lance.
Don't be talking
Lance.
about going like that.
Lance.
Or is that Tito guy? Redwood's party too.
Ooh, red.
Redwood's party.
Lord, how many rods you got back there?
Who, me?
I have just those 2 because I'm waiting on the reels for them. See, Lisa had to go and get a blue rod just like mine because she was jealous. Shoot, I ain't jealous of you. Everybody knows I like blue and green. Just you wait till John goes live again and shows off what he got, literally for a song. Warren.
Hey, that songwriting stuff is addictive. I'm gonna tell you. I've been having that thing write me a few songs for my intro videos. It's a lot of fun.
Hey Troy, I got 8 of these in here.
That's my type of rod there. Fish and jigs with.
This is for the Wally World Whiplash Tournament.
Yeah, me and Hogleg, we stay on that songwriting program.
I'm sure you do. Oh, and then we have our dock runners.
I got 2 of those, but I've got ones with a spin cast on them. They're a crappie catching dude.
I have 2 and Randy's got 3 because I told him I wasn't going to fool with 3. But we're going against each other because it's 3-rod limit. So we're our own person. I just leave the songwriting to you, Bobby.
I did one 2 days ago. It took me about 30 minutes to do it. And I did it Thursdays live for the bow hunt stream. And I went and cut a bunch of clips off my past lives and made a intro out of it. It works good.
Hey, Randy,
Hey,
look what I have some more of.
all right.
That's got that big handle on it. I like them.
Or you could go with the paddle.
No, I like the other.
That's what I like, the big handle. The single.
Tried to write a song about John and AI censored it. RCT Reels? Question mark?
That's a smooth reel. Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
John said that's a smooth reel, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I like this reel.
And it's light.
I need to get up here and I think I'm going to put enough bait on.
Yeah, especially when you're fishing like he's fishing. That's a big heavy rig where you got quick. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's good about Tiffany? It will not last unless you tip it back.
Nice. Nice reel, John.
You said I tried to write a song about John and the AI censored it.
I should have what 20 in a few weeks. I should have 20 of these. That's the Pro S17 with a tackle reel. We should have 20 of them in the next few weeks.
Nice. Hi, Miss Stephanie.
She said, "Hey,
So likes Miss Stephanie.
Troy, you like spinners?
Do I like what?
Spinning reels.
Well, you know, I had one and I loved it. And then I got down to where I couldn't see and I did a lot of night fishing. And I got the doggone thing tangled up one time. That was the end of that. Of course, I do most of the crappie fishing, so I use them spin cast reels a lot. I need
Lance,
two
you
of
think
them
you're
reels
fishing something?
that on the side.
Lance.
Oh yeah, that's what I'd have to use if I use something like for a bait cast. I don't have the hand mobility to fish on big pools.
That's smooth.
Yeah.
That's very smooth.
Oh yeah. I need to go buy me one 9-foot rod with a spinning reel on it. Fish on the bank.
Let me ask you something, Troy. Can you do it with a 10-foot?
Do what now?
Can you use a 10-foot?
Well, yeah, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to make my purpose throw it because I ain't going to strain myself. I was looking at them 9 and 10-foot Akumas.
Ass back in the bag.
He's got some. He said, I got some 6-footers. I said, well, we need something longer than 6 foot. Cast them lines out there off that bank.
Well, what's your favorite color?
Huh?
What's your favorite color?
One that'll catch a fish.
I can't guarantee that.
You know, I really don't have a preference, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I used to fish with it. I bought a fish rod one time, caught more fish on it. God dang, it made me mad. I tell you what I like. I like white or blue.
You see that blue Lisa has?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice color.
My white one's in the storage unit.
Was that a line? Was that braid that was hung on the back of the boat?
Oh, that's pretty.
There you go again, Troy.
I
I like
caught
how slowly you lift the veil on that.
More on. I think I caught one more.
Yeah. I had fished so long. You know, I went from fishing 4 or 5 days a week to 0. Closed my place down, and boy, that was a blow.
Do you have a place to go?
I did. I had a coffee house that I used to go fish at quite a bit. Catfish off the back porch of that thing, too. And it had been there since 1955, and they closed it down. Didn't close it.
Well, do you have any?
Yeah, my brother and I got a spot up here 80 miles from the house. We're gonna start bank fishing it. Yeah, we're gonna try to go. I had to get the car and really. The wife and I got the car and drove around and found a couple spots up here in the park. See. But they just ain't a whole lot of stuff around here. We were very accessible. We had to hunt for a place.
You know what's up on Randy?
Oh, Randy's sitting here watching the world out here. I ain't paying no attention, y'all.
Lisa, you know what's up?
I know what's up.
Well, I got to tell you, Randy, I'm proud of you because you talk too. And when you got to talking about catching, the first time you jumped in a long time, I'm thinking, yeah, this ought to be a show. But you done good. I'm proud of you.
It's like anything else. I've been doing this my whole life, something other similar to this. So
the more you do it, the better you are at it.
Yep.
Now, if when he's done, he can come back to me and not fall, would be good.
I can do what?
I said, when you come back to me and not fall,
Yeah.
would be good.
Well,
I fell last night down one of them good holes over there.
tell you what, I failed myself a few times. Boy, it's hard on the old man when we fall, ain't it?
Boy, I'm telling you.
You got to lay there for everything still works.
Yeah, the right heel, right left leg, calf, right heel, right arm, left shoulder,
Yeah.
side of my head.
I've gone off the curb up here. Misjudged the ramp up here to Knoxville off one time. Well, it's about 3 or 4 years ago. Wheelchair turned over on me. I broke my leg. My wife had just get the car and she seen me go down. She run up there and she said, "Oh my God, are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm all right." I said, "I broke my leg, but I'm all right." And she's like, "Well, if you broke your leg, you're not all right." I said, "Babe, I ain't been able to ever walk on that leg. It ain't no big loss." And she's all upset. And I'm like, "What are you upset about?" She's like, "You got a broken leg. What do you mean what am I upset about?" And I said, "Babe," she said, "What are we going to do?" I said, "I'm going to go home and lay in the bed for 6 weeks and I'm going to get up and go back to get it. That's what I'm going to do." You know? Not the first time I broke one. That young doctor come in there for the emergency room and he looked at me and said, "Are you hurting?" I'm like, "Yeah, I broke my leg." He said, "Well, how do you know it's broke?" And I said, "Son, I've lived twice as long as you have, and I've had a broke bone before. I know it's broke." And he
Hang
took
on.
an x-ray and he come back in there and he had that x-ray in his hand. He said, "You're right, it's broke 2 places." I said, "I know." "Well, you're going to have to lay in the bed for 6 weeks." I said, "I'll be back fishing in 4." And I was. It hurt, but I was back fishing in 4 weeks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Won't be the first time I broke a leg.
I haven't broke a leg, but finger, just like smashed it off, been crushed, been burned. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I broke them both at the same time one time. Fell off the porch, broke both of them.
Well, that sucks.
Sure did. Well, when you don't walk, old muscles, bones get beat, you fall like that. Ain't no telling what liable to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I walk and ain't about it's easy to break something.
But it hurts a lot
I
more
was
at
very
50 years
active.
old than it did when I was 15 years old, too.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Lance, I'm not really sure what food you just sent me, but those onions make it look like worms on your plate.
It ain't cooked fully.
Hey, looks like worms and rice and I don't know.
That's meatballs, look like. I'd say something, but I ain't.
It lands in the kitchen.
I'm like you, Troy. There's no telling what's going to happen.
I ain't no telling what's going to happen. You're right. Lord, enter that at your own risk.
Boy, Troy should have been a cacton, huh, Randy?
Man, if it wasn't a 16-hour drive, I sure would have liked to win.
I stayed right close to that one the whole weekend.
Well,
It was a 12-hour ride to me.
yeah, it's 16 hours from my house. But I'm going to tell you, if I ever make it just one time, I'm gonna push Randy out of the way and hug his wife. Had a long trip for this old boy to make.
Well, where you stay at, Troy?
I live in Louisville. I live right a half a mile from Lake Louisville.
Where the hell is that?
Well, that's the same lake that El Gato Azul TV fishes on.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah, the same
You know,
lake.
I'm right here in Louisiana.
Really. I went to school in Port Arthur.
Yep.
For most of my middle school and adult life, I've got people that live in Fort Bolivar, Bristol Beach area. I spent a lot of time in that part of the world. Like I said, before they closed my place down there, where I could drive a wheelchair literally down the sidewalk to go fishing. But, you know, it's like everything else, progress.
Oh, yeah.
They say it's progress. They wanted that park up there. They ain't done anything with it, but they got it.
Ain't that usually how it goes?
Yeah, you.
They take it from the public.
Yeah. Knock a bunch of elderly people and handicaps from going fishing to build something that they never built.
If you could ever make it over here, I'll throw your ass in there with a step on a pontoon boat.
You better look. If you're going to throw this big in, you better get some of that cash through the head.
Oh, I got that. All I got to do is make a phone call.
Yes.
And I'll have you on that pontoon.
Well, I'll make you a deal. Before you go to throwing me on there, let me see if I can get the wheelchair on it first.
Well, I was planning on throwing you and the chair on it.
That's what I'm afraid of. Oh, Lord.
Hamburger, brown gravy, and onions over rice.
Oh, you with meatballs? I ain't gonna say nothing. I had my share of crawfish today.
We're going to have to get Lance fishing more often.
First, we got to get him somewhere he can catch a fish.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get him away from Canada.
I didn't know Lance fished.
Lance used to fish a lot. I used to set Lance's lives and watch him fish for burbot in the freezing cold weather.
Let him take it a little harder, Randy.
Do what?
Let him pull down a little harder.
Hell, these fish are so small they can't pull down no.
Well, hey, downsize the bait.
Yeah, I need to. Need to downsize my bait and my hook.
Hey, hell, he's going for a big fish. That's what he's doing. I know what he's doing.
I'd have been Randy.
But the thing about it is, there's always the possibility of a big fish.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd rather take the possibility on the big fish and, you know, miss a bunch of these little ones.
Lance said, get throw on the pontoon, just call Tank, pick him up and put him on the boat. Listen, I don't have a problem with picking me up, putting me on the boat, and that throwing me stuff I get a little sheepish about.
That's what I'm saying, Troy. You enter at your own risk.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey Troy, do me a favor.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you send me your address so I can send you some bait towels and
I'll do her tonight. I'm gonna have to go here in a little while. It's about time for me to watch my police show and watch the Nuts tonight.
Okay.
I got 3 hours of live patrol to watch a bunch of cuckoos.
Yeah, just send me your address.
I'll do her. So I can sit here and give thanks that I don't work anymore and have to deal with them nuts.
Right. Well,
I was telling my wife the other day, we was talking about it. I said, you know, On Patrol Live ought to be starting getting pretty exciting here about the 1st of May. I said, I never could figure it out, but the closer we get to Memorial Day, the more interest we get.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That works. I'm a Memorial Day weekend baby.
Well, I'm going to go and wake up my blushing bride and get her in the kitchen.
And you ain't gonna hear it. You ain't gonna hear the end of it.
But I'll get her in there. Because this fat boy's getting kind of hungry. I want to say thank y'all for letting me come up. It's good to see y'all, and I sure enjoy you and Randy a lot.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you for coming up, Troy.
You bet. At any time. And I'll just go live anytime I get ready to go to sleep, and I'll wake up one. We'll see you guys.
All right, Troy.
See you.
Hey, there.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Never ending ordeal. I'll find something in here. Stephanie.
Bobby found a box of hooks that he forgot he had. They're not RCT, but they're giveaways.
Bobby, I won't give away no hooks that I won't use. If I won't use them, why would I want to give them to somebody else?
It's amazing what you find when you clean up, ain't it, Bobby?
that ain't what we do. I'm trying to multitask.
That's a hard thing to do, John.
Yeah.
Bobby said beginners, so they don't need stitches.
Hey, coming to you. Bobby can fool around and end up with stitches no matter what.
Yeah. I hear the train.
Yep.
How long till I hear it here?
It's not going that way. It's going probably
Oh,
south.
the other way. How long are you planning on staying out there?
Still dark.
Do what?
How long are you planning on staying out there?
Till it gets probably till the end of this pack.
Lonnie just went through the footage. 13 blues and a striper.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you, Lonnie.
Yep.
How many of those 13 was yours?
One.
Lonnie
No,
said
probably
go
about
down.
9 of them.
Lonnie said go down 2 lakes, Randy. You're cutting out. Okay, you're back.
Okay, go down where?
2 lakes.
Yeah. No doubt.
Lonnie said 9 of those was his. Troy said, I'm still here. Tell the old man to catch one more.
I'm trying, Troy.
Lonnie says, old St. Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say something, Lane.
Come on, John.
It sure is nice learning how to use this trolling motor.
Sure, it's nice. Jumped up to 9 people.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Well, at least you did. Yes, you do.
Yeah. Oh, Lonnie, that's so nice. Is that the only nice thing you do? This house is just not tall enough to set
Nope.
roads up just right. These rods are sticking out further than my desk is. Just to lean them against the wall.
I got to go get some more braid this week. Put on those Doc Demons.
I will laugh if Daryl actually uses that little pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I will lose it if he does. Well, not that he's gonna really be able to fish anyways, because it's not supposed to use his arm, but that would be funny. Cause he pulled it out. He said, "Is this legal?" And I said, "No." And what does most everybody do? They kind of threw me to the curb and said, "Well, the rules stated." Like, oh my God. That's why I went on panel. Because they said the rules stated. Yeah, I know what the rules stated because we sat there and figured them up. But it was just funny to tell Daryl no.
You had fun doing that, did you?
I did. I had a blast. I think he said he had 2 of those things. But I don't remember. I think he said he had 2.
It's like the battery died.
Mm-hmm. Frozen with his button screen. Ah, there he's back. Welcome back. Welcome back, dear. He don't like that remote at all.
What?
I said he don't like that remote at all. You'd never know how much he liked that remote.
You don't know the amount of work that it takes to run up.
That's hard pushing that button.
Let me get this part of it.
Yeah,
I got it from another source. There you go. Hey, Jody Poop. No, we had just had a moment.
yeah. Sometimes that happens.
How you doing, Jody Poop?
Let's say, Jody.
Jody says hi, Randy.
Hi, Jody.
You got a few more feet, Randy.
Do what, John?
You got about 100 more feet.
Jody's playing with the grandbabies.
They just don't seem to be. They seem to be. Once that sun went down, they quit.
Isn't that fun, Jody? Jody says, is your arm burning, Randy?
Nope.
She said bull crap. Jody. No, actually, Jody, he's I won't really have to, Jody. Bob and Doreen says hi, Jody. Jody, he'll be sore, but it's just from falling last night, not from this. Progress. He was going to do some stuff to it today, but the batteries were dead for the drill. So it didn't happen today. He's just got a few things he's going to do to it, Bob. We carpeted some boards yesterday. He's going to put in the trailer, and then he's got some holders to put the weights in and stuff. That he's going to put on the boat too, but still it was one of those, couldn't do it because no charge on the batteries. We'll get there. We'll get the boat done. Man, I got a phone number 2. Not only the address, but a phone number 2. What about that? I'll save that. Here, fishy, fishy. Another fish.
Come on.
I know. Come on, fishy.
One more, Randy.
That's what I'm saying. One more.
Just one. Just one. Come on.
I'm right here at the
Yeah. Let's go, fishy.
deep hole right here behind me. Hopefully, whenever I get, I'll hit it.
Well, let's hope so.
But I got to hurry and get that hole, or I'm gonna quit before I get there. But there's a white piece of foam right over there on the bank. When I get to it, I'm at that foam. I just hit that hole.
Okay. And how far is that?
Oh, I am 30 or 40 feet from getting to the edge of it.
All right.
Oh, you little peckerhead. Big something of it works wild. Just dropped off in the, just started down the edge of that hole.
Bobby says, F it, break time. I don't know what the heck is going on here. Swing. something is going on in Swain County, and my phone's went off like 3 times today.
Yeah.
It won't say what, but it says it has to be. They have to evacuate now.
Sound like a fire.
I'm trying to find out. Cleared workbench off, scraped 50 or so prototype fails, swept flood, and my wife will still bitch about something. Bobby, I don't know what to tell you.
Seems like Bobby's done got in trouble.
Get it.
Nope.
Get
Off.
it. Okay, here we go. A growing fire that ignited yesterday. A total of 90 acres right as of 3 hours ago. Wayne County, North Carolina. Bobby says, "Hey, I can see the tabletop." I'm proud of you.
You ever get that computer figured out?
Okay, so that's around edge of Tennessee. Okay. Well, now I know what the emergency is. Bobby says, "Still learning, but it works. Filament is back ordered. Gee, wonder why. And backup supply may be on the way."
Oh, wow. That was a good one, boys.
Dang it,
That's
Randy.
what I was afraid of. Well, we're going to Instead of rebaiting, we're gonna call that a night.
You're gonna what?
We're gonna call it a night. Not that I want to, but I'm going to.
Okay.
You want anything while I'm over this way?
In the words of John, damn it, man.
Yeah, you're right. But the main thing is did you enjoy the evening, Randy?
Go home and charge some batteries up so we got batteries for tomorrow.
Does that mean you're bringing the boat home?
Yeah, I'm bringing the boat to the house.
The neighbors love it, John.
They get upset. Oh well.
Yep. They take a picture every time it's in the driveway and send it to the landlord, and she just laughs.
What you do is he gets home, run outside, take a picture, and then send it to the landlord.
I told the landlord, I said, I said, they're going to have great memories of our boat with the things that we've changed on it over time as much as they've taken pictures of it. I mean, they're just going to have a memory book. That's all it is. Send neighbors an inventory list.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, they love it. They love it.
That's the worst part of it, Randy. Putting everything up.
Yeah, because usually I'm doing that as he's going back to the ramp. Bobby, they just think that we blocked the driveway, and we don't. Not at all. But it's okay. They can take pictures and just have a memory album. Bobby, it's 24. 24.
That's a few more feet longer than yours, Bobby.
Yep. Just a little bit.
Just by this much.
Bobby's got the Fishing Impossible boat. Even says so on the side of it. Fishing Impossible. Hey, Bobby. Let me tell you something about that. I have this machine called a Cry Cut, and I can do that myself if I wanted to. If I wanted to, I could, but I got enough vinyl I can make a sign.
I'll make a sign and put it in the yard. It says, boat goes here.
Yeah. I love that boat and the name, even the little sarcastic shit that named it. You better love me, Bobby.
Choke it, Randy. Forgot to pump the book.
I flooded the throttle. Okay. I think it's getting dark.
It might be.
Wait, let's see. Yeah, I can't see nothing outside.
But that's okay.
Yep.
Well, hey, y'all. Thank you for coming in and hanging out today. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow afternoon. Fishing somewhere.
You hear that,
So,
Bobby?
Don't understand it going live or not.
No, he's not.
He decided not to.
Yeah, he's gonna hunt Easter eggs with the grandkids.
let's see here. That button. That button. Got to see where I'm going because I don't know where I'm going.
Turn all your lights off.
I'm going to try to get in here. See y'all later.
See ya. Soon.
Yep.